My daughter was crying, pacing our tiny living room. "I'm sorry," she whispered for the 100th time. "I didn't mean to scare you," I smiled, kneeling beside her. "Hey, it's okay. I understand." Her tears flowed freely now. "You do, but I lied. About everything, who I am, where I'm from." "I was Anna, not Annabelle Carter." I nodded, my throat tight. "Yeah, I figured." She sniffled, wiping her eyes. "Do you hate me? Do you think I'm a bad person?" My heart clenched. How could she ask when she was anything but? "No, you're not a bad person. Just a scared one. You were right to run. Your father is a monster." She shook her head. "He may be hard to beat, but you can't fight fire with fire. Don't become him." I knew she was right, but fear still boiled inside me. I'd spent my life trying to avoid the Carters, dreading the day my past would catch up with me. No, it had, and I was terrified. It all started 4 years earlier. I was working late, numbers blurring before my eyes, when a message popped up on my phone. It was from Chase, one of my exes, who I'd blocked. Why was he messaging me now? Was he crazy? Then the photo hit me. It was of me and Chase from 6 years ago, standing side by side in front of Carter Enterprises. The photo had been posted by Chase's new fiancée, Annabelle Carter, daughter of Richard Carter, the most powerful man in town. Suddenly, it all made sense. Richard had built his empire on dirty deals, manipulating anyone who stood in his way. When I learned about his shady dealings, I broke things off with his daughter, leaving the country soon after. Now I was back, and I couldn't believe she had used this picture to humiliate me. Anger coursed through me, but my blood ran cold when I noticed the comments below the photo. Richard had liked it. His daughter was trying to make him proud again, rubbing her past with me in his face. I was just a pawn in their twisted game. But it wasn't all about revenge. I wanted answers. What did she want from me? Why was she using this photo to hurt me, when I had never hurt her? Must have seen the hurt in my eyes because she messaged me. "Meet me at our usual spot tomorrow at noon." Come alone. Our usual spot. What did she want to talk about our past? What was left to say? But I had to go. For my sake, and for hers, I wouldn't let her destroy me. As I drove to the coffee shop, my heart pounded. How could I have been so naive? She was playing me. What if she ordered someone to follow me? Soon, I was sitting across from her, carefully choosing my words. "Why are you doing this?" I asked, knowing I shouldn't care, but not being able to stop myself. She looked fragile, but I'd seen that look before. It was a shield. "I'm sorry about the past, about what happened between us and what Chase did. But that's not why I called you. I need your help." My guard went up. "What kind of help? Are you sure I can trust you?" He leaned forward, her voice pleading. "Please, Daniel, promise I won't hurt you. I swear." She looked so vulnerable, so sincere. It was a bad decision, but I trusted her. I had to. We talked for hours, hashing out our past and facing our feelings. Finally, she told me why she had come. "I need you to help me get away from my father. He's arranged for me to marry someone I don't love. If I refuse, he'll disallow me from seeing my mother. Can't lose her." She sounded so defeated. This wasn't just about some spoiled girl wanting to rebel against her father. It was about protecting a mother. Suddenly it was personal. "Are you serious?" I whispered. "About what?" "Everything. Leaving my father, coming to you." Her eyes glistened with unshed tears. "I'm serious. Please believe me, Daniel. You're the only person I can turn to. Please help me." I was torn. Part of me wanted to reach out and comfort her, but another part of me wanted to slam my hand down on the table and scream. I hated her father. Everything in me wanted to tell her to go to the police, to seek a lawyer. But she was right. He would never let her go. "Okay," I finally said, surprised at my own words. "How can I help you?" She rose, relief flooding her features. "Thank you, Daniel. I knew you wouldn't let me down." And just like that, my life changed. She moved in 2 days later. "I don't know how to thank you," she said, her eyes shining with tears. "You don't need to. Let me take care of you for a change." She looked so vulnerable, so lost. All I could do was nod, unable to speak. In the coming months, I watched her heal, her laughter echoing through my home. Seeing her happy made me happy, but a part of me worried. She'd escaped one prison only to find another. Would she choose to stay with me? Or was I just a stepping stone in her journey? Then came the day when I couldn't take it anymore. We were eating dinner, her head bent over her phone. "Who are you talking to?" I asked gently. "Oh, just a friend," she replied, smiling sadly. "A friend you can't even look at me while talking to. Who is it? Be honest with me." She sighed, pushing her chair back. "I can't tell you." I reached out to grab her hand, but she pulled away. "Don't you trust me?" "Of course I do. It's just what? Just that your past is catching up with you. I know what your father is capable of. I won't let him hurt you." She shook her head. "Daniel, please. I promise he's not here. He doesn't even know I'm here." I felt foolish. Of course she wouldn't be safe. Here we were in the middle of nowhere. No wonder she wanted to marry him. He was the only one who could protect her. She confided in me about the nightmares she had about her father. I heard him say to my mom, "You either agree to the marriage or you can forget about seeing your precious daughter again." "I don't want to lose her, Daniel." "I know I can't tell him no, but you can. You can go to him and make him see reason." "Please, Daniel, you're my only hope." Her pleas echoed in my ears long after she had fallen asleep. How could I have not known? Her father would stop at nothing to win. I wouldn't just protect her, I would destroy him. The next day I went to the local pub, determined to gather dirt on her father. I had to know his weaknesses, his vices, his secrets. I had to be prepared. The locals eyed me suspiciously, but I didn't care. I would do whatever it took to protect her. As the weeks passed, I watched Daniel transform. At first, he'd been hesitant, unsure of his place in my life. But now he was relentless. His determination to destroy my father, burning brightly. Sometimes it frightened me, the darkness I saw in his eyes. I knew what he was planning, but I couldn't stop him. And when he finally left for his father's mansion, I knew I was losing him. Then the news broke. Richard Carter had died, seemingly of a heart attack. Relief washed over me, but it was quickly replaced by worry. I knew Daniel. He wouldn't rest until he had made my father suffer. I raced to his house, my heart pounding, and there he was, his eyes dark with pain, holding a gun in his hand. He hadn't meant to kill my father. He had planned to hurt him, but not to take his life. Tears streamed down my face as I cradled him, whispering words of comfort. I knew my father deserved justice, but not this. But Daniel didn't care. His anger had consumed him, turning his skin as white as bone. He had never loved me, only Anna, and now Anna was gone. At the days following my father's death, I searched for Daniel, wanting to tell him I understood, that I forgave him. But he was nowhere to be found. Eventually, I had to accept the harsh reality. Daniel was gone, taken by the shadows that had always lingered in his eyes. As for me, I was left with the memory of the man who had loved Anna and the knowledge that sometimes love isn't enough to save us from ourselves.